I don't understand in any country in the world that as a mayor, you could sit there and be like, it happens a little bit.
This is one of the easiest ways for liberals to break with traditional sanctuary city policy, where you say this was never conceived to protect a gang member.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Jessica Tarlov is a liberal, and so she gets smacked down by Tyrus, who has common sense. Doesn't make him a conservative, but man, I mean, he can recognize a criminal when he sees a criminal. Welcome to John Mike Keene.
Well, what it looks like to me, and it seems to be happening once a month, it's collection time. They're torturing these people because they have to pay not only the apartments, they have to pay them for their fake protection, or worse, these are the ones who are collecting from the traffickers. So this family's having their fingernails pulled out. That's for information. Where's the money? When are you going to have the money? They're not killing them, they're torturing them. Right. I don't understand in any country in the world that as a mayor, you could sit there and be like, it happens a little bit.
This is unacceptable in America. And this is Joe Biden's legacy and Kamala Harris's legacy and the Democrat Party's legacy. This is why we never put an X next to a Democrat's name on a ballot.
If it happens to one person, we would all be outraged. If there was one house in our neighborhood that this happened to, neighborhood watches would be formed. But the fact that they're not doing anything to these, and you want people to come out and say, hey, I need help, it's past that. They are getting tortured, their loved ones in other places. Maybe, we keep talking about where are these children? How these might be the parents who are still trying to get their children, but they don't have the money, so they're getting tortured. Who are they on the phone with the whole time when you see these guys kicking in doors, answering other things? The fact that we would even have to wait to January 20. Where are the policemen? Where is the FBI? They should be cracking down. This should have never have happened once. The fact that we're even talking about it is disgusting. And these families, eventually, they're not going to report because everyone in that apartment thing heard the screams, saw what happened. I'm sure they videotaped it, and they showed everyone, if you don't pay us, this is what's going to happen to you. So it's just going to continue to grow, and eventually it's going to spill out, and it's going to start happening in the middle-class neighborhoods where they start showing up. And then it won't be until it happens into the mayor's front yard where you'll see something happen. And I hope it doesn't get that far.
And I think that this gang has presence in 29 cities, Jesse.
Yep. That would be a job for the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. I wonder why the FBI is not cracking down on these illegal gangs. Oh, because they're off entrapping pro-lifers that protest outside of Planned Parenthood. That's what our FBI is doing. Our FBI, which needs to be reformed by Kash Patel.
Yeah, well, I think that they're linked. And there's been a lot of discussion since the election results about what the mandate is for the Republicans right now. And I think you're looking at what the mandate is, that people in blue cities across this country voted their disapproval with how it's being managed. And this is one of the key reasons for that. Not only just the migrant crisis, and Mayor Adams said that we're getting 8,000 undocumented people per week, which was obviously completely unsustainable. But people are saying there is a safety issue for us, and this is part and parcel of that. And I do think this is one of the easiest ways for liberals to break with traditional sanctuary city policy, where you say this was never conceived to protect a gang member.
Well, elections have consequences, Jess, and they have no interest in stopping gang members. Even these sanctuary cities, they won't take a stand. In fact, they're the ones who let all these gang members go over and over again. In every Democrat sanctuary city, are you ever going to take a stand against this stuff, Jessica?
Right, this was never conceived to protect someone who was committing violent crime. And we want to change it. And whether you put it to a vote in front of the city council and let them deal with it, let them have all of those people show up like it happened in Chicago, right, where they opened it up and everyone came in there saying, no, we're actually not interested in being managed that way, and let them deal with it and get voted out. Or you'll see a change where people like Michelle Wu in Boston will be so out of step with the general public that there will be forced consequences to it. I think that this is not a moment for resistance. This is a moment for cooperation to get the most dangerous undocumented people out of this country. And then we can have a conversation about everybody else.
Yeah, and Democrats aren't even for that. They're already trying to defend the most dangerous by going, what if they have children? What if they have families? They're gone. They're so discredited. Thank goodness they're done. People like Jessica Tarlov, you're just done. Tyrus knows is the future. The right is for the future. The Democrat is the past. You're all done for a generation. I'm John Mike Keene.